that they are the sole superpower in the world. And this sole superpower in the world has its almost clandestine agreements with Zionist Israel. They have research and development agreements, military research and development agreements. You probably have Israeli military offers streaming in and out of the Pentagon. They have a common defense agreement, meaning any attack on Israel is going to be considered to some degree an attack against the United States. This hegemony that Zionism and imperialism enjoyed in the past century, this is on its way out. But who's going to convince Condoleezza Rice or Robert Gates or President Bush or the neoconservative crowd inside and outside the executive and the judiciary and the legislature? Who's going to convince them that there is a new breed and a new generation out there? Now they are suffering from the intelligence failure that marked the past at least half a century. Which brings us to the last point in trying to understand whether imperialism or Zionism is on top. And that's the issue of dual citizenship. This is one of these sensitive areas no one wants to speak about. Why? If it's a fact of life, let's face the facts. If we have officials in the United States government who owe their allegiance to Israel before the United States, we'd like to know about it. Especially when they are occupying some of the most sensitive positions in the government. And I'll just give you one example. Michael Chertoff, the head of Homeland Security, a department that has about 185,000 employees. This person is a dual citizen. He's an Israeli and an American. As a Muslim American, as an Arab American, I have a right to be very concerned that an Israeli, who also is an American, is head of Homeland Security. Especially when a person like me is traveling all over the place, and every time I return to the United States, I'm stopped at the airport, I'm singled out, I'm taken aside, and then they begin to go through everything I have, literally. If I'm going to take a card like this, they'll be looking at my cards. What do I have on my cards? I'm a suspect. For what? Because of what? You just heard me present this presentation. I present presentations like this all over the place. They're afraid of what I'm saying. There's no Uzi machine gun around here. There's no Golani. None of that stuff. Just ideas. You're becoming afraid of ideas. And how many other dual citizens do we have in this country who owe their allegiance to Israel first and the United States second? The neoconservatives, and before that, the other Israeli firsters in the Clinton administration, and God knows the coming administration what type of new crop of Israeli firsters we're going to have. I hope by saying some of this, explaining some of this, that you have moved your thoughts and your mind to try to decipher who is predominant in the Israeli-American or in the imperialist-Zionist connection. Thank you for your patience, and I end with the word of peace, a peace of justice for all, Jew, Christian, and Muslim, a peace with justice that dictates by necessity the withering away, somehow, someday, the forces of Zionism and imperialism. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Thank you.
Imam Al-Asi. At this time, we do have time for question and answers. I have a microphone to my left.
Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.
Thank you, Imam Al-Asi. Right now we have question and answer. Just like to remind you that it's question and answer and not answer and answer. So, any questions?
The question was, during the Jordanian occupation of Jerusalem, could the Jews pray at the Western Wall? This type of question tries to put a person in the position of defending the Jordanian government. You happen to be speaking to a person who is as opposed to the Jordanian government as he is to the Israeli government.
Can a Muslim person pray in the Al-Aqsa Mosque today? Can a Muslim person pray over there?
The question is, can a Muslim person pray in Al-Aqsa Mosque today? A Muslim can physically make his presence to Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa and pray there, except that we have to understand the conditions in which a Muslim goes to Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. There are many days in Ramadan, in the holy month of Ramadan, in which Muslims who are over the age of 45 are forbidden from coming to Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa.